Hi! Today's video is a little different than others. I will introduce two software for these cameras that two of my dear Discord member and subscriber created from the ashes of the base SDK. We are the only channel that has some homemade infiray camera software for Android and Windows. So let's start and let's see them. So the first one is made by member Netman based on the Xterm SDK. Even at first glance you can see there is more options, more buttons than the original Xterm software. You can see the app is giving a nice quality and nice clarity. A long press on the color palette icon opens the palette settings that reveals a great number of color palettes, including color palettes that doesn't even exist yet in the original Xterm app, like green hot, green cold colors as such. He also built in a function to lock with a little padlock icon. You can just lock the exposure and then change the temperature range manually, which temperature range you want to see. The temperature numbers are also nice, thick and readable. Pin zoom also available. In the measurement options, in the measurement settings, you also have a great number of things that you can turn on and off. In the settings menu, you will also find options that absolutely doesn't exist in any of the original softwares, like the protections, the scaling modes. That's a very clever implementation. Sharpening, you can mirror the image, you can turn the image upside down if you want. It depends the alignment of your camera, how did you install in the phone, you can circumvent that. Scaling options, as you can see, the details are changing as you change those different type of scaling options. Then you can slide and adjust the amount of sharpening you want to see. All the other settings show battery level. You can choose the format of the picture you want to save. It's giving you 3 formats. Picture quality, you can also slide. Picture output resolution, video output resolution. Orientation. And temperature unit. As you can see, there is a great number of features in this app and an enormous potential. This guy could do even better if he would receive some support from the community, because he's done all this on his free time and on his own money. So feel free to join my Discord and show some support for him. You can also support the channel the same way. So the second one is based on the Windows version of the SDK made by DP09 Berlin. Using the software is very easy. All you have to do is scan, start, and you can already see the picture there. Implemented a tremendous amount of function. He basically turned this basic software based on the SDK into this feature-packed tiny little software, because it's only 4 megabytes, maybe no more. So let's go through first the color palette. Black and white, Hawaii, rainbow, I don't know. He implemented a lot of color palettes. I think every person can find their favorite, their most comfortable for their eyes. This color palette is dedicated to Netman. Other colors, kind of greenish, plasma, infiray, that's the infiray type of color palette, and RGB user. That means you can create your own color palette literally, and you can add it. All you have to do is open this folder inside the app, and you can create your own RGB color palette and just place it here, and you will be able to choose it from here. It's very simple, very easy. Now there is two modes, there is RAW and YUV mode. Obviously this is the basic one. This doesn't have any options, you cannot change this kind of color. These were the basic color palettes that was in the SDK. And now then he added this type of colors. Well, let's see, my favorite, let's use the Netman color palette. And we can see here he added options for markers. These are the colors. You can hover the mouse and to the exact point where you want to see the temperature. He added filters. If you enable this, as you can see on off, the filter makes everything. You can choose levels of sharpening in the app, so you can see everything is more sharper. You can see the high sharpening, it's a little over sharpens, and there is some blur that smoothens out everything. If you turn it off, you can see it's kind of balanced. But let's add some low level of sharpening to it, or medium, low. A low level of sharpening, and enable it. You see it's kind of highlighting the edges and gives some more details. You have histogram. This is I don't know who's using this, but nice option, obviously. You have logger. There you can log the temperature fluctuations as they're happening. As you can see, it's changing the functions. So it is very, very complex. He created this very complex tiny little software out of the SDK. He really needs some support. And let's see, let's turn this histogram off for now. You can snap pictures, you can add for the pictures, you can add the markers, histogram, temperature table, logger chart, and you just hit snap. It will create a photo that is going to look like this, which is inside the images folder in the folder of the app itself. Very convenient, very simple to use, and gives a lot of information. So you can hold this auto hold and auto snap. Basically here you can set up the software to snap a picture when reached a certain temperature, I guess. I have not tested it yet. Here you can add the range of the temperature, and it's very convenient, very smart. Here you can change the environmental. Right now I think I have here like 19 degrees, and if I set, it's changing the shutter, so it's like adjusting it to the environmental temperature. All the options that you can do in the other sensor range. You can also record video. You can change the scale of the temperature that you're seeing on the image. You can choose mix, fix. You can see if you changing this dial with the fixed one, you can choose to see only certain temperature ranges. That's also very nice. Very nice touch. Also here you can go to a certain range of colors or temperatures, I guess, to display. It's very nice. You can play with this, and you can also go to auto mode, which is the balanced. There is so many options in this tiny little software that I don't even know which way to go with this. It's very nice, absolutely. Thumbs up for this guy, and both of these guys would need support, obviously, to continue their work, because time is money for everyone, and this is a community-made software, made free, available to everyone. So it would be nice to see people coming on board and showing some love and support for the channel and for these guys as well. As you can see, these apps took a lot of hours work for the creators, yet they provided it for the community for free. If you already own an infiray camera or just about to get one, thanks to these guys, now you have way more software options than any other brand. If you want this app or any of these apps, join my Discord and ask. It's free. And if you like to support the creators, you can also do it there. Obviously, with some support, they can spend more time and effort to develop it even better. So thanks for watching, and see you in the next one.